The pickup was fouled. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard. Man in motion, it's Diggs.
Hey, uno more. 11.
On first down, it's Stroud. Here's a give running left with Mixon. Only a cut. Brevin Jordan. Touchdown, Texans. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans are up. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. On second down, Richard. Texans have it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble. And all of a sudden, the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
All right. Why, Tony?
Here's Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Here's Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly. But can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
They'll run here with Mixon. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball at the 3, second down and goal.
All right.
Again, it'll be Mixon. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal.
Look hot.
To throw, it's Stroud. That is hot. What a job on the scramble. Touchdown. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Richardson. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Here's Taylor. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
To throw, it's Richardson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Oregon.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down. The motion man is Johnson.
South.
Stroud to throw here on first down. This throw left side taken in by Johnson. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
They look to run with Mixon. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans are out to a 21-10 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Downs goes in motion. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ready.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Caleb. And he gets this to the 40. That's about a yard short of the 1st down. So we'll have 3rd down coming up.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations. It'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of shotgun, Richardson. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin White.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Here we go.
They'll give this to Mixon, running right. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Under.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. This one complete to Jordan. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. On the handoff, it's Mixon. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the 4th quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Downs goes in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very and really make this one interesting.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Derek Stingley.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. On 2nd down, Stroud. Catch made right side. It's Johnson.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. The offense is out there, 4th and inches. They'll rush for it with Mixon. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Ready? 70 range. Ready?
Throwing is Richardson. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Look at her.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Houston. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. And this one is blocked. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The blocked extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Richardson. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Only quick, right?
They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. Angling to the sideline, inside the 30.
Being able to extend this lead late in the 4th quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
Next to score, Texans 34, Colts 25. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's 1st down. Throwing, Richardson. He's going to air this one out. That is caught! And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his 2nd touchdown here in Week 1. A A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They'll drop to throw. His throw left side is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. Talk things over before third down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And the Colts will take over here at their own 12.
Mike, that's a great play for any defensive back, let alone an undrafted rookie. I mean, to think that every single team passed on him in this past year's draft multiple times is pretty hard to believe. And again, this is the growth. This is the development that they saw when he signed there as an undrafted free agent. And he has taken advantage of every opportunity he's been given, and now is creating turnovers for this unit.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They will work the middle with Mixon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. The Colts will signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to Mixon. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down.
Coming off